Okay, so hear me out. The chords and the melody of the Stevie Wonder classic, Sir Duke, actually share like a lot of musical DNA with the later Hendrix stuff, the psychedelic soul stuff. So, I'm Eric Haugen. Check the description box below for tabs and backing tracks on my website, information about exactly what sound tools I'm using today, live streams, and more on Patreon and my deep dive courses. It's all on my website. All right, so what if we repurpose that opening, which, the original progression is B, G sharp minor, G, down to F sharp, which is, again, I think it's a kind of Hendrixy thing. And yeah, the real thing is like a boom, 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 which would be the proper Stevie thing to do. But okay, let's see what if I ruin it. And then, because I was kind of hearing the boom, 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 but doing it like Hendrix might. And one of the things with Hendrix is play it just like loose in the shoulder. It's kind of a big deal to kind of try and get that swagger that he had. Because that's just a B in first inversion. And then, this is definitely a Hendrixy thing to do. On a minor chord, you just throw minor pentatonic double stoppy things at it. So I just did the thing that I did to the B chord to the P chord. Yeah, when you get to this G here, there's an F sharp right there. The verse is over the same exact chord progression, that B, G sharp, G, F sharp. So let's see. I talked about this last week. Find the melody where the chord is. Let's see. Okay. Put a little double stop on it, and now it's kind of Hendrixy. And then this is a Hendrix thing. This like kind of, that's not in the original version. That's just kind of something you would hear him do always kind of throughout these little like triad fills. Cool. And then I changed the melody a little bit. I think I did a similar, but kind of basically the same. So that little half step bend is addressing the little G. A little passing F chord. So that, let's take it from the F sharp. And then, just an octave-y thing, which I said, I could, like Electric Ladyland, I could hear something like this happening on that record, but okay. And then it's a bigger chord. But again, I syncopated it a little bit more to be a little bit more like what Hendrix and Mitch Mitchell would do. Little detour. What we call Jimi Hendrix to me is actually the very magical combination of Jimi Hendrix and Mitch Mitchell. Like the two of them together are an instrument, like unlike any other. The looseness, the wildness between those two, it's like that. Like that's why Jimmy to me doesn't sound like Jimmy. He's still great when he plays with other drummers, but to me, the quintessential wild soul jazz psych Hendrix thing is Jimmy and Mitch. But anyway, the chorus. And really, the whole lesson is about the chord change here that Stevie did. B major. What? F minor 7. That's a tritone substitution, but like not normal. Not like a normal jazz one. Dropping down to an E major 7. So C sharp minor 7. And then really like what's essentially like a, was that an E over F sharp, and then F sharp, which I did as a, this thing here, this is the whole reason I did this video. I thought this chorus lick, this chorus progression is just so cool. I was going to do a whole lesson about that and then got carried away with making this arrangement. Happens sometimes. Oh, darn. Okay. Finding that melody. And then the second time through, I think I put one note slightly different. That's slightly different. C sharp minor 7. And then the cool lick. That's all B major pentatonic with some chromatics in there. Let's look at that first half again. And then I jumped at the octave and did kind of a Hendrixier take on what would have been, it would have been there. So I did a, and then there's like a little blues lick, a G sharp blues lick. And then more G sharp blues. That's cool. Let's look at that one again. And then more B major pentatonic. Where's that start? Yeah. Yeah, because here's B. That starts to feel like. I'll stop there. That's one of the coolest. I'll have to do a whole lesson on Red House. That lick, that opening lick of Red House is, again, one of those things I've chased my entire life. The subdivisions of the rhythm on that. Detour, though. But anyway, that last piece, B major. Where am I at? And then, of course, because it's a Hendrix lesson, you know, there's F sharp, 7 sharp 9. Just leave the root out. Just do that. All right, well, since I'm standing here, let's talk about my tone. Maybe I'll cut this in earlier in the video. The real hero here is the Dusky D2O. I have it running at 8-watt setting all the way up. So that's one 6L6 tube right now. It has two 6L6s in it, getting hit pretty hard, running through the Weber Mini Mass Attenuator. So actually a lot of my overdrive is coming from that first. I just love the way this amp overdrives. Now to do like a Hendrixy thing, you could get like a Univibe pedal, but a lot of times like Univibes are kind of a lot, and the Magma 57 does a really good kind of harmonic trim thing. I really like that. I think that's fine. So if you have a harmonic tremolo pedal, that's close enough. That's close enough. It sounds a lot like a Univibe without having to buy a Univibe. And then I have the chroma console going. You can see I'm just using one little part of it, whatever the sweetener function is doing, which is, I guess, is kind of compressing and EQing a little bit. Off. It's a pedal that I'm still learning how to use. You know, it looks so colorful and fun. It makes you want to play with it, but it is a little bit confusing. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. That costs you nothing, and it really helps me out when people do that. One more time, how my business works. Patreon is where there's every backing track I've ever made and ever will make, live Q&A seminars and more. I update that every week, and I also make comprehensive deep dive courses. You can check it all out on my website. As Bill and Ted would say, be excellent to each other. That includes yourself. Happy Friday. Eat pizza.